morning. Ah, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness. How is everybody doing today? Oh wait, hold on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on. Good morning. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm not expecting to wake up like this. You know when you're like so wired at night and then you can't sleep? You can't sleep, and so you just keep finding productive things to do. That was me last night. I was so wired. I was so, I guess, what is the word? There's a lot of things in motion right now, and so I'm like a little bit excited, and when I'm excited, I just have to keep doing productive things, and I totally couldn't sleep, and I had to like force turn off the computer because I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning just trying to figure out things to do. Good morning, Mukden. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. If you're worried or wondering, it's literally I went to sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Because my brain was too wired on things, and I couldn't stop doing things. I couldn't stop doing things. Hi, Matt. Good morning. Good morning. Soft Aki. I was gonna say soft Matt. No, it's soft Aki today. Yeah. It'll give me just give me like. What do we say? Give me a little bit to warm up. Cause I was awake till 3 o'clock in the morning just working on things and brain being wired and active on things. The bingle bungle be jingling about and the brain will boggin. And the noggin? The boggin noggin. There was I posted yesterday, which isn't anything different. I posted about the new project that I'm gonna be working on. I posted about that, which isn't anything unusual because I've already posted about it before. I made the what do you call it? The survey. I sent out the survey when we were trying to figure out the name. So I wasn't expecting the last post to blow up as it did. There was a lot of interaction with it. I wasn't expecting that. But it does make me excited. Because I wasn't able to provide a lot of information about it. I'm waiting for some paperwork to clear before I start dropping more and more. But I'm super excited for when I can start dropping more information about it. Because, as I mentioned in some of the comments, we do have a project deck. There is information about the project, explaining some bits, quick overview of the game and everything like that, and among other things. But I think I should wait a little bit more before it should be okay to share that. Sorry. I'm still super soft spoken. I want to share the document. But I'm also realizing that there's a chance that floodgates might open if I do. So, last night I was working on Google Forms, so that way it'll be easier to compile everybody's data and information and things like that. And it's a lot. There's a lot to expect. There's a lot. Hello, Freelfast. Good morning, good morning. I feel myself warming up a bit more. I'm feeling myself warming up a bit more. Vocal exercises. Ah. Do you play instruments? Or there's one that you like? I don't play an instrument, personally. I lack the native musical bone in my body. But I do own the kalimba. I own a kalimba because I like the sound of it. You would imagine your avatar very well to play an oboe? Really? Really? Your smooth and chill voice made me think of this instrument. Oh my god. My voice isn't usually like this. This is like, I didn't sleep till 3 o'clock, past 3 o'clock in the morning voice. This is like, I've literally, had, how many? Maybe like 4-5 hours of sleep? Which, I mean, is still a fair amount of sleep, right? 4 to 5 hours is still a fair enough amount of sleep. Enough sleep to function. You did percussion in high school and college. Was on the drum line in the winter percussion. Oh. Oh. Being on drumline, you need like you need upper body strength, right? You need like strength. Hands you the instrument. Ooh, ooh. Oboe. That's the. Hold on. This is showing how much musical bone I have on my body. I know. I'm thinking it's a wind instrument. I'm like imagining the clarinet from SpongeBob. Okay, so it is yeah. It's basically like a flute, but a more fancy flute. Ooh. Echoes! Good morning. How are you? We're throwing hands. You and I. How are you? I saw your message. I was gonna respond back after stream because, my brain gears were still like slow chug churning. But good morning. I had a brain spark inspiration, but my brain was also chug churning. I wanted to message you. I'll message you. I'll message you what I was thinking. Afterwards. It's the long one, but not the other long one. Not the other long one. Oboe is like clarinet, but it has a little more keys. There's a lot of buttons in what I saw. There's a lot. Ready? Me? No. Oh good, mate. Oh good, mate. Oh good. I lurk in you sometimes. I've been wanting to message you for like a really long while. I've been really shy. I've been really shy. I'm really bad at talking to people, but then again, Who isn't? I'm sure that's like every streamer, right? That's every streamer. I was so bad at messaging people. I'm so shy. I'm so bad. I spent like there was one month where I tried. I was like that was my prime motto for the month. I'm just like this month I'm gonna be gusto and I will message people. And I spent the month like messaging random people. Well, not random, like people that I really liked and enjoyed their streams. But I felt like I was being a bot. so then I reclused again. But no, you've been on my monitor radar for a while. I've been wanting to message you. Ooh. Drumline is all legs and core. Oh, real? The legs is the more important one. You played bass, drum. I almost said bass. And tenor drum. The multi-drum one. Tenors are like 66 pounds. But don't you wear that on your shoulder? Oh, so I guess that would be core. That'd be core. Bruh, just shoot. I know. The only thing I remember, like, of interacting with you was that you died super early on, and everybody thought I was sus because we were talking about mushrooms, and we were talking about putting people in the soup. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You play an instrument, Frio? What instrument do you play? What instrument do you play? Music is a whole nother language that I'm not prepared for, that I'm not ready for. But yeah. I think this week we're still unboxing a bunch of the trading card games that I have on backlog that's been cooped up in my place. I had 4 boxes of Way Shorts, and I had like I got the new Eldraine from Magic. What's it? Wilds of Eldraine. So I still have to open those packs. But hopefully by the time I finish opening all of those packs, some paperwork will have cleared, and I will start being able. I will start. Like, they can't stop me. I will start leaking. I will start leaking information. They can't hold me. No, I'm joking. I'm still really anxious about it, but unfortunately you don't. But you really want to learn to play baritone saxophone. Whoa, such a bold instrument. Yeah. Such a bold instrument. Why that instrument in particular? Good morning, Mr. Chicken Nugget. Good morning. You especially the old low B flat baritone saxophones are the ones with the shorter bell. Pretty vintage. Oh, like the one who plays Gary Sumillion? Huh? Why? Those are like they've got great personalities. Saxophones have great personalities, and every person that I've seen play it are always really into it. You gotta have a great personality to match with the saxophone as well. Match with the great saxophone. We had so many people that wanted to play sax. We had to start telling people to choose. Really? Wait. So if you're on the drum line though, like, do they teach you how to play the instrument right off the bat, or do you have to come in like already playing, already knowing? Cause I had a friend that also was in marching band. And they were all like a clique. Like everybody in marching band was like in a clique, and they had all like played the instrument that they played. They all played that since like elementary school. So I just assumed it was something that like kind of like dance in high school where you had to like audition and there's like a varsity team like that and things. I thought marching band was the same thing where you had to like audition and prove that you know how to play the instrument, and it's like dance but for music, and there's not a varsity team, it's just one team. Right? We did percussion all through middle school, high school. Like you were in concert band and stuff. Concert band. Super cool. Super cool. I didn't get to do that. I was in choir. Where are the trading cards? Hi, Akuma. How are you doing? I'm still, what do you call it? The gears are still turning in the morning because I made the fatal mistake of like having the bingle bungle brain too wired at 3 o'clock in the morning working on productive stuff because I couldn't sleep. So the gears are still turning. Today I'll be unboxing magic cards, the Wilds of Eldraine. And then on Thursday, I will be unboxing some Waste Shorts cards. And hopefully, by the time I finish unboxing all of my booster packs, paperwork will clear, and I'll be able to start talking about the other project. Oh! Wait, where's the notification? Wait, where'd the notification go? Wait, where's the notification? You saw it, I saw it, we all heard it. Hold on, it's not showing up. What? It's not showing up. Not even on my LBS. I have to now go to the dashboard. Wait. Give me 2 milliseconds. What? Even on the Twitch backend, it's not showing me. Thank you so much for the welcome into the cafe. Welcome in. How? How did you bypass all of the It's not. Hello? I wanna thank you, but brain couldn't read. Wait, maybe activity. What other things have activity logs? Stream elements. Let me see. Larger schools have auditions, but not so much for your school. But you did kind of have to audition for the particular instrument you wanted. Oh. For the particular one that you wanted. Was it because there was a lot of people that used it? Bingle bungle brain. Yeah, my bingle bungle brain. Let me log in. Please. I want to thank the person that followed me. It's not showing up. It's not showing up. Thank you again. Thank you again. I think I saw like an O or a 0 and maybe 2 L's. based off of my viewers, is it 01 Ella? I think. Ella 01 Ella. I think. Wait. Huh. Doesn't even show me on that one either. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the cafe. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm sorry, I am pretty scuffed. I've got bingle bungle brain today. The gears are slowly turning. The gears are slowly turning. They're turning. They're functioning. They're doing the thing right now. We're just talking about music, marching band, and things like that, and the like. As well as a little prep introduction to trading card. Because we'll probably be talking a lot of trading card. Because I'm gonna be unboxing Magic. In fact, let me go ahead and switch right over. I think I'm pretty warmed up or something. You only have like 5 snare drums, 5 bass drums, and 2 to 4 tenor drums. Maybe cymbals if you have enough people, plus you have the pit or front ensemble. They have all the marimbas, xylophone, stuff like that, things like that. Interesting. Are you sure you didn't want to be a saxophone? Are you sure you don't want to be a saxophone? Do the saxophone things. Yes? Yes. Let me go ahead and switch right over. Up. Yeah. Okay, hello? Okay. What is it? Real Aki. Boo-ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha-ha. Wait. Microphone is a little bit further away when I am at this position. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me all right? I know I have weak voice today. Tiny weak voice today. Hopefully it'll be enough. If not, I can try to have bigger gain. But yeah. We have magic. A whole magic booster box to open. Whole magic booster box to open. Do we have any magic players in here? Eldraine, the Eldraine set, the original Eldraine set was like my gateway drug. It was my gateway drug to Magic. I did not play any Magic until the first Eldraine set came out, because I really like fairy tales. I like anything fairy tale related, so like even like movies, video games, or things like that. If they have like a special spin on fairy tales, I'm curious. I like to see how people take like something classic and add like a new spin on it. Add a brand new spin. I like seeing people's different takes and how they can be creative with it while still having like the source material. Did you play The Wolf Among Us? I did, but I never finished it. I only ever played, I think it was like the first chapter. I only played like the first chapter. I was very intrigued. I was very intrigued in the universe and the different characters and the roles and things like that. I enjoyed it. Is that something you guys would be interested in watching me play? I don't even know. Do I have... Is it episodic? Because that's Telltale Games, right? That's episodic. I don't know if I have it all or if there's just the one. I'd have to check. There was only like 1 or 2 chapters. I think so? They never finished it? No! But they... Oh, really? They're bringing it back? Oh, that's good to hear then. That's good to hear. The Wolf Among Us, I do know The Wolf Among Us is based off of a comic. Like an actual comic. So if it is something that you are interested in, you could definitely look into the comic. Because I think I did that. I looked a little bit into the comic. So I kind of already-ish know vaguely what the ending is supposed to be, question mark? Unless I'm like making things up. but I mean, I don't know, it's interesting to see the different characters like have such a drastic spin. Another thing that I like is there's like an old webcomic that I haven't checked on in a really long time. I don't check it out for like years, and then I come back and I check on it so that I have many pages to read. Since I'm a binger. I binge watch and I binge read anime and manga content. What was it? It's like it's from the Snafu comics, and it's like the Grim Adventure. Is it the Grim Adventures from Down Below, or is it the other one? Oh no, wait. I think it was a different artist. There was a different artist that was part of the group, and they were doing a fairy tale themed comic, but I don't think they finished or continued it? Question mark. But I loved their character designs. But I know it's on the Snafu Comics website, so if that's something you're interested in, they have some really funny and cool stuff. I also really like Bleed Man's comics. I love all of Bleed Man's comics. Bleed Man's comics, they did like a doujin. Powerpuff Girl doujin. All of like the children cartoons, only like older, a little older, and that kind of stuff. Oh my god, there's so many chapters of it. If you haven't read that, you should go read it. You should go check it out. Go check out Bleed Man. His art is amazing. Their art is amazing? I have no idea. Their art is amazing. Anyway, I should probably get into this. Hold on. So it's when I got this, it was like like just literally released. The store, the card shop that I got it from was even doing their pre-release draft tournament thing. So like just a couple weeks back, just literally a couple weeks back. But I've held on to it for this long because you guys were interested in looking at unboxing with me. I would have totally consumed this box within a good maybe 30 minutes or something. Maybe 30 minutes. I pay no mind to the fact that I'm having a do I have something sharp? Help. This is a set booster. I really wanted to get the freaking collector's one because I like the shiny. Bite it? No, I got it. I wanted the collector's, right? But like, how do you say? Too expensive. It's like it was like $200 for the collector's set. Oh my goodness, too much. There you go. I'm excited. I can't express how excited I am. I need to set this up. I don't remember which one was what, but I think is this my penny sleeves? I think these ones are my penny sleeves. And then I think these ones are my regular sleeves. Let me know if I'm too quiet and I'll either try to speak up louder or I'll try to higher up the gain. Hopefully. There we go. And then regular sleeves. So this definitely has to be my penny sleeves. There you go. Magic, you're making me look bad in front of everybody. Why are you being like this? Oh, okay. Stop. How many of you guys play Magic? Wait, does it go there? Okay, so it looks like this is our lovely art thing. Freaking gingerbread. This is pretty cool. What do I picture? Over here? What do you guys do with these? Do you guys know what you do with those? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So you guys get to see how I open my boosted cards. Usually, I have a method to this, and I think if I remember correctly, magic packs are like the perfect packs for me to open them the way I usually open them. They're just built different, okay? We struggled really hard with the white shorts. We struggled really hard. Didn't actually look into this booster much. No idea what's actually the chase cards for this one. I have no idea. You play Magic? You play the Magic? What kind of deck? Tell me about your deck. God, I'm like saying that this is like the best pack. This is the best wrapping that I open the way I usually do, and it's causing me to be more of a fool. Only online. Mono red. You like to play really aggressive then. You like it fast and aggressive. Okay, tell me more. I've played against a red goblin deck that was really fast and aggressive. So that was very interesting. Everybody hates my deck because I wanted to make a fairy deck. But there isn't a lot of fairies available, especially in this one. Like in the original one, there wasn't too much, and the fairy that I ended up liking, like my champion, ended up being blue-black. So my deck is a blue-black, and well, you see, I have a milling deck just because I thought the mechanic was interesting. I think I have a milling deck because I thought the mechanic was interesting as opposed to just standard regular beating up opponent with high aggressive attacking monsters. Listen, Echoist, listen. Don't look at me with those eyes. Don't look at me with that face. Listen. listen. When you tell me like, oh, you beat each other up, but you could also win another way. That's less common. I don't know. Is it common? Then of course I'm gonna go for like the other way. That seems more interesting than just regular beat 'em up. I get judged a lot. I get called filth. I didn't realize it was hated this much. Okay, I was just looking for an interesting way to play the game. We were having a casual conversation about magic until you found out I'm a miller. Let's see here. Took a quick look. You're after Beseech? The mirror, it seems. Well, that's the priciest one anyway. Oh, okay. Milling decks were your most common opponent for Weiss. Weiss has milling? But then again, that makes sense. Because I think the mechanic is that you have to play it. You have to mill your deck and like that's your health. Like you put that to the side. That makes sense, right? So 3 years of being abused by milling decks playing Weiss. Oh my god, so you're familiar with Weiss Schwartz. I'm gonna be opening my Weiss Schwartz one this Thursday. I'd love to see you there. I have someone else also that plays Weiss and has been talking to me about it a lot. Because I tried to learn. I'm so confused. Anyway, let me see. So we have the art card. These are really pretty though. I have not started, like, I haven't seen these. Well, I mean, they started doing this with the vampire and the werewolf one that was out recently. So that's kind of interesting. Should I be sleeving this? If you don't know me already, I am like a massive sleever. I'm like notorious for just sleeving absolutely everything. Double sleeving. Literally. 70 plus participants average? Wait, hold on. You used to run the largest unofficial tourneys for Weiss Schwartz? What? Down under? Are you Australian? Can you regale me stories about drop bears? There's a story behind that actually. I had a friend who was also Australian, and they would talk to me. They would tell me about drop bears. They would tell me about drop bears and how they were an utter menace, and that they would just hang out in trees and then like drop down on tourists, like people and tourists, and just maul them, just mess them up, utterly, belligerently mess them up. And this terrified me utterly, but I also couldn't figure out, like, in my head, anytime they would tell me about this story, I was imagining a big old grizzly bear, like a big brown grizzly bear hanging out in these like lanky trees, and I was so confused. I'm just like, how could you not see this giant bear hanging out in a tree? I'm like, why are they called drop bear? I mean, like, they explained to me why they were called drop bears, because they drop from the trees. But what they didn't explain to me, and what they let me go on thinking for months and months and months, was that I thought it was a giant grizzly bear. And they finally, like, I think, I forgot what triggered it, but like, they eventually started describing what the bear looked like to me. And I was like, wait, hold on. Are you guys talking about koala bear? All of these months I've been imagining a big old grizzly bear up in a tree. A koala bear is significantly smaller than a big old grizzly bear. They're murderous, mate. They're stealthy? Really? Nuh-uh. I watched a video of what one sounds like. I did not know what they sound like for the longest time. Oh my god, they sound like banshees. Why do they sound like that? I didn't realize they sound like banshees. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Drop bears. Anyway, let me see. So we have Giant Killer. Oh, am I looking at this backwards? Because this is our rare card already. This one's our rare. Then we have a foil Lord Skitter's Butcher. And then... Wait, I'm so confused. What's the order of this? I have another rare. Overlord... Oh, sorry. Oversold Cemetery? And then Grasp of Fate. This one's pretty. I'm looking at this. I must be looking at this backwards. Yenna Red Tooth Regent? She's a legendary creature! Picnic Ruiner. I have another legendary creature! Ruby Daring Tracker. Oh, I like this one. She's like a human... She looks like Red Riding Hood. That's my favorite fairy tale, by the way. Red Riding Hood is like one of my favorite fairy tales. I'm sorry, I realize this camera is like very temperamental and would need to be like put on its side and like cover the whole screen for it to like focus on this one little card. It's still focusing on the booster box in the back, even though, come on, there you go. Super tiny. Okay, there we go. Witch Stalker Frenzy. So there's a lot of red I'm already seeing. There's a lot of red. Hollow Scavenger. Commune with Nature. Feed the Cauldron. And Cooped Up. Oh my god. Ah! Also Dumba's Bricks? Really? I can see that actually. They can't tell what their food actually is? Like, what do you mean? What do they usually eat? Or do you mean like... Nuh-uh. They have to survive somehow. The trick is to put your hand behind it. I try. And then our land. Let's see. Which one's my regular soup? This one? I'll just leave the lands. I think I have them going down. Let me get my land thing. Ow! I have this guy for my lands to try to keep everything nice and organized. I really like it. But I don't know what to do with this much land. Are we talking about about pandas? No, we're talking about koala bears. We're talking about drop bears, if you will. Okay, so I have them sit the other way. Fancy land box. I know. I had so many boxes of magic cards that like one day I was just like, listen, I need to figure something out. So I had to like, I got this lovely land box because, you know, if you're making different decks, it's nice to have all of your land accessible. And this is pretty nice because they come out. Like, they can separate and they come out. And it's super nice. I like it. And then I got these cardboard boxes for like everything else. So I've got like 4 of these cardboard box card storage things. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. In the wild, they would actually... What?
They would die on... Nah! How have they survived for so long? Koalas eat poison? What? So they spend most of their time sleeping to fight off the poison? May, why you do this to yourself? How? How have you lived so long like this? How do you live like this? Oh no, I cannot believe. I'm gonna sleeve the art cards. Just because I'm not quite sure. I mean, we have sleeves, so it's fine. We have enough sleeves, so it's fine. These guys, the rares. Single sleeve. Single sleeve. I'm trying to stretch. No, wait. This is a special variant, isn't it? This looks like, because there's no frame on it. So it's better that I do double sleeve. Yes, I'm a scrub that double sleeves. Once again, they're so dumb that they can't actually identify eucalyptus leaves that aren't on a tree. This makes me sad. Then why are they so aggressive to people? Why are they... But single sleeve or double sleeve? Are you like that? Do you single, double single? She double sleeves, sometimes triple. Don't out me like this, Matt. Don't out me like this. Echoes is my sibling. They're gonna look at me like a freak. They already look at me like a freak for being a miller. But we haven't seen the quad. Wait, let me think. 1, 2. I don't think I can do quad. It literally would be a penny sleeve, a regular sleeve, and then the big old plastic sleeve. And then I think the step up from that would be like an acrylic case for a card. Double sleeve usually for you? Oh, okay, so I'm not a freak. You heard it here, guys. I'm not a freak. I can't possibly be a freak. If Echoist does it, then that's fine. I'm coping. Ah. Normally just do character sleeve, then oversleeves. What's an oversleeve? What do you mean by character sleeve? What do you mean character sleeve? Like the illustration, right? The decorated sleeves? But then what's an oversleeve? Aki puts all of her cards in acrylic cases. That's how she shows up to the local MTG. No, I don't! Don't lie! Hi, Pinky! Pinky! You're here! How are you doing? How are you? Oh, sorry, I'm just opening another... Oh god, what did I do to this one? Why are there... Oh, these are different sleeves. Don't you hate it? When you buy, like, a sleeve pack, but then it's different than the sleeves that you usually get, so it's like a different thickness. Because, like, I guess I don't know what sleeves I get anymore. In terms of, like, just the regular generic clear one. And so they're like, some of them are different. These ones are clear, but they're thin. And then there's like, I have the clear ones. I used to get the clear ones that had the little bobble, the little bubble at the bottom. Like their brand, they would still brand theirs. Hi, doing okay? And you? I'm doing good too. I've woken up a bit more, so I'm a bit more active. But I was having a really quiet morning. That's just how we refer to the deco sleeves, and the thicker ones like dragon shields. I've seen dragon shields. I don't think I've used them yet though. How thick are they? Let's see here. Can we get Aki themed card sleeves? Hehe. Yes, I would absolutely love it. Absolutely. And in fact, I'll probably demand it. Oh, uh-oh. Kyojor, good morning, good morning. You're at work at the moment, kind of busy, so you won't be here long. You thought you were going to do this Thursday instead. Wait! Nuh-uh. Not this Thursday, because you want to see, the White Schwartz on Thursday. Isn't it? I'm not remembering this incorrectly, right? Thursday is White Schwartz, because you were helping me and telling me all about it. This is magic. Looking very snug and warm, adorable. Cards end up being more like slabs after. Yes. Yes. If I had my cards are like an entirely different room. If they were like right next to me, I'd pull them out and start showing you. I've sent a picture of like a tabletop game that I've sleeved, and I've like every card is double sleeved, and then bigger special cards are like triple sleeved. It doesn't fit in the box. I have to use both the bottom of the box and the lid of the box, so it's like double layered. And then like I saran wrapped it so the cards wouldn't get dusty, even though they're already double and triple sleeve. I'm gonna continue sleeving. Listen, this is gonna take me all day if I'm gonna be here all day. I'll only single sleeve the uncommon. I can always re-sleeve them later when I figure out if I want to put them in a deck. So these ones are uncommon. So it's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know the breakdown? Echoist, do you know the breakdown of the pools for these guys? It was interesting because the White Schwartz box was very systematic in their you're a pencil. Very systematic in their pulls. Triple is when shuffling becomes troublesome. Yes. Oh yes. I mean, I have trouble with double because they collect so much air bubble pocket, like they get so puffy that they slide around. They slip and slide around. So like I always have to like press my deck down. I have to press my deck down beforehand or every time I handle my deck at all. And then I have to shuffle. Seems like you're the crazy one for not sleeving cards. You don't sleeve cards? What kind of cards do you have? I mean, that's fine, but also at the same time, it's kind of like these guys can get expensive. So it's like, I didn't sleeve a couple of the cards, but sleeving is kind of nice because it prolongs the longevity, right? Especially if you're going to be playing with them. And I think like my very first tabletop game, you know, you're used to the idea of, what is it? Like the family tabletop games that you get at like Target or Walmart, like Trouble or Monopoly. So like you always lose Monopoly pieces and things like that. And those games maybe cost you like what? 30, 40 bucks. My very first tabletop game was Heart of Crown, right? Heart of Crown is my very first tabletop game. That cost me like over $200. that's no Monopoly. So you have to understand the reason why I double and triple sleeve that. I'm just like, listen, this is $200. We ain't messing this up. Didn't look into it much for MTG. Weiss is very clear about, because SP and the higher rarity stuff is kind of insane. Yeah, we actually counted it down, and it was pretty systematic of how much was in each. It was pretty systematic. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can assume that we always get at least 4 commons. Anticipate 4 commons each time. For Magic. I'm not sure. We had... This is a lot of uncommons, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 uncommons, and then 2 rares. 6 uncommons, 2 rares. This is the only, well, they have Mythic. So there's Rare and then Mythic? For Magic? Oh, this is gonna take me forever to go through this pack. To go through this booster pack. Please flatten the air out of double sleeves. Yes! I do every time, otherwise they fall all over. So sometimes if somebody else has to like cut my deck or shuffle my deck for me, they always have such a hard time. It's always such a heartache for them because they don't flatten it out and then it just spills all over. It's like super slippery and slidey for them, and then they're just like, why? You don't sleeve yours, but also you don't collect that many cards. Listen. You wouldn't have the patience to do this? It's... Listen. You know what? I might go get those scissors again. With how much trouble I'm having with this. Ugh. Smell the... Well, let's see here. You know what they smell like? What do they smell like? Where have I smelled this before? This smells like... It smells like... How do I describe this? It smells like brand new gym. Like fresh. Literally nobody's sweated on it yet. Brand new gym. That's what it smells like to me. Like nobody has touched it. It's pristine. They literally... Foil and glue. You know what? That's probably true too. Heart of Crown? What's wrong? Echoes, what's wrong with Heart of Crown? What's... What is that reaction? What... You wouldn't have the patience to do this. I do this. I don't know. I don't know which way I'm supposed to open this from. Here is our art card. Very pretty. Actually, wait. MTG is heat seal. Oh, is that what I'm spelling? You have digital Heart of Crown? Hey! We should play together sometime. Bah! 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 I'm like trying to figure out how to show this. Like, I want to start with the commons first and then work my way up to the rares. And so, like, that last one, it was the rares on top, face up, and then the backsides were the commons. So this should be a common, this should be a land, and it's a foil. It's a foil. Look at how freaking good. Magic, you're killing me! How am I supposed to ramp up the excitement if you give me a foil right off the bat? How am I supposed to... No. It's fine, we can still work with this. But I am sleeving you. I am sleeving you, Mr. Swamp. You played Out of Crown before Dominion. It was a time... working it all out? Oh, yeah. I think I was introduced to Dominion first. I was introduced to Dominion first, and so that was my first taste of deck builders, and I had just a craving for it, right? I was just like, I need more of this. I need more of this. And so, like, after Dominion, I think the next thing I played was there was a Marvel. There was a Street Fighter one and there was a Marvel one. So I was like trying to find like every deck builder that I could find. And then eventually I found Heart of Crown and I'm like, listen, this is the best of both worlds. I get to play my deck builder and I get cute waifus. You knew a mate that had every box. Really? Really? That's a lot. Hi, Grill. I feel like you would only need one box of Dominion, right? So we've got 9 Crescendo. 2. Warehouse Tabby. I want to make a cat deck. I want to make a cat deck for sure. You've never played Dominion? First was an engine builder called Catalyst, then Tonto, Heart of Crown, and most recently Wingspan. Wingspan's pretty fun. Wicked Visitor. All the expansion packs for it, basically. But it's a whole set! Like, you're buying a brand new, like, it's a whole game, each box, isn't it? Each box is a whole game. Like, base, like, you can play that standalone. So, like, it's all of them. All of them. How many are there in total? Tough Cookie. So this is our 4. This should be, oh no, this is uncommon already. So we have 3 common, and we've already, this is uncommon. Has anyone else here played the Insane Clown Posse? No, what is that? What is it called? Good morning, Hug. How are you doing? Too many of them? Way too many of them. See, this is when you need to play all of them. You need to marathon it. Night of Sweet's Revenge. So we have a lot of, so this is the gingerbread cookie and the Hansel and Gretel. Twisted Fealty? More uncommon. These are all uncommon. Did I sleeve? I sleeved the uncommons. Okay. Stone Splitter Bolt. I know I'm not showing them all up to the camera. Oh my goodness. This apple is pretty. That's a pretty looking apple. Still on uncommon. Holy cow. We're on 5. They played every week for around 5 years. They cycle through them so they never get bored. This one's called The End. So this is our rare. We have 1 rare already. Have you played Sentry? I like the... I played Sentry... Sentry Golems. I like that one. I don't know if they're all deck builders. It's a mythic! Wah! Oh, I saw there were some anime-esque looking card art options in this one. I hope I get a couple of those. I hope I get a couple of those. I know Echoist told me that there's a card, the prime card to look for. I forgot what it was, but I'm sure Echoist will let me know if I say it or if it comes up. Into the Echo side. It's surprisingly really fun. Good luck getting the expansion though. It's super rare and expensive. I'm still looking for Raise Your Goblets. That's the game that like I'm still like hankering for. Absolutely. A little tired today, but gotta power through the week so you can start your vacation. Oh my goodness. How long will you be on vacation for? I hope you enjoy your vacation. What is this one? Holographic common. Huh. What the heck? So we had... This is our 4th common, but it's holographic, so they put it up to the front. We had the 1 mythic, and we only had the 1 rare. So the mythic took place of the rare. The mythic took place of the rare. And the common got moved up to the front. Let's see. Wishing you best for the VTuber TCG. Hi, Abby! Abby, hello! Thank you so much! Absolutely. I can't wait to start sharing more information with you guys about it. I really can't. I've been working on this for a while now. I haven't been talking about it because we're waiting for at least I am. I'm waiting for like some paperwork to get finalized and finished through and whatnot. So I haven't really been talking about it. I've been talking about it, but not talking about it. And I've been working on it, but I have to wait. I've been working on it, and I can't wait to like work on it with you guys, because I think that'll be a really fun thing to do together. Did I double sleeve these ones? Am I double sleeving you guys? Yes. Why am I double sleeving? Why am I double sleeving the rares? Because... No, that's fine. I can double sleeve them. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. I only have this 1 pack of the penny sleeves, so I'm like trying to make sure that I'm like doing it cost efficiently. You sold your Sentry board game? Which one did you have? Did you not like it? The VTuber game, you mentioned that on Mastodon, and a lot of people seemed interested. Yes! I have a product deck available that's been floating around, right? Because we've been contacting a fair bit of people. We've been contacting a lot of people about it. So that's been floating around. It's been going through like a couple of revisions and things like that. It's different since it's like early days. I don't know if that's something you're interested in, like knowing what it was in its early days, but it's changed a lot. If that's something that you guys are interested in seeing, like where it started and where it's going at now, I've had to be like I've had to like amp up my product deck skills, make things look super presentable and things like that. Beseech the mirror. That's what it was. Beseech the mirror. Red Dragon Inn has or is getting dungeon crawler called Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. That's the one that is a fan game of don't tell me. Don't tell me that the video game. The one that I don't play. Tactics. It's a tactics game. And you can like marry people. And there's that one character that everybody likes. And she kind of like stalked the main character. And then like you have children and they come from the future to help you out in battle. Fire Emblem. That's like based off of Fire Emblem, right? That took me a really long time to Is it? Is it not? Am I thinking about the wrong game? There's a board game. There's a board game that's literally, it's a fan. And it's a fan game based off of Fire... I think it's Fire Emblem? And it even says it on the box. It even says it on the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has the one holographic. So we have 5 uncommons, 5 uncommons. This one had the 2 rares, but one of them is the alternate art, and it had the holographic uncommon. This one has the holographic common, the mythic, and holographic land. Oh, magic. You have some form of a formula here. But I am also quite confused. Okay. I'm sure there's more that I'm not considering. Like, does some of these... Okay. So 5. About 5 uncommons. 4 common. 2-ish rares. 1 swamp. 1 land. And this was a token. And we have our mythic. And our art card. After sleeping for so long, you start sleeping everything. Yeah, it's just like the easiest thing to turn your brain off. Just do everything so you don't have to think about it. Just don't think about it. Just do. Just do. My messies. Not golems though. Red Dragon Inn is a kind of deck builder where you and your party have finished your quest, and so you're all at the bar trying to drink each other under the table. I feel like... Hold on. Hold on. I know this. I know this. I think... Fire Emblem fan word game. Oh, my mistake. It's Anna's Round Table. Anna's Round Table is the fan-made Fire Emblem board game. That one is the Fire Emblem. I'm sorry, misinformation. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. But that is interesting. Drink everybody else under the table. I'm not chancing it anymore, I'm just cutting these open. Box ratios are never a clean affair, at least until you get to cases anyhow. Like whole cases. You still have a bunch of weak cross that needs to get sleeved. Go sleeve them! We can sleeve together! What better way to multitask than to watch someone sleeving while you sleeve yourself? This is a really pretty beast token. I'm heavily distracted. This is a very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Token. Return from the wilds. This is a common holographic. I've given up. I'm doing this in reverse now. So we have our common holographic. This is our mythic. We have Smothering, Tithe? That's our mythic. Knightly Valor. This is our uncommon, so we've got one. Compulsion. This is our uncommon. Oh, okay. Elusive Otter. Otter! Oh my god, he's so cute. So that's our rare. We have the Lookout. Graceful Takedown. Shrouded Shepherd. Not Dead After All, common. Conceited Witch, common. Torched Tower, common. And then our land. And the art. Okay. Sleeve the land. This is gonna take me forever to do this. Ah! Let's sleeve this guy. I hope I have enough sleeves. I can always go downstairs, into the kitchen, behind the counter, of the cafe and get more. I can always get more. But that would require me to leave. To go get it. And you guys wouldn't want me to leave, right? You want me to stay right here with you guys. All nice and cozy and things like that. We can sleep together. This should clearly be enough. So it's 1, 2, 3. And the fourth one is the holographic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we have the 1 rare, and then the 1 mythic. 1 rare and 1 mythic. There we go. I swear I need one of the anime ones. I want one of the anime ones. I don't remember which one they were, but I hope I get them. Elusive Otter. This one's very cute and interesting. It's like a grass otter, like a Pokemon. It kind of looks more closely like a Pokemon. I know. Let me offer it to the gods. There you go. It's very cute. It's very cute. There we go. And then all of these guys. And single sleeve. I should get back into trying to read more fairy tales. I used to read a lot of different fairy tales. And like research into them and the different variations of it. But like, I also read a lot of fables. Fables are different than fairy tales as well. Like Aesop's fables, those ones are like just all pure animals. Animal stories, doing things, all of the lessons and whatnot. Aesop's are pretty cruel, pretty grim. Foxes are always pesky and bad. So like in fairy tales where wolves are the bad It's always the foxes in Aesop's fables. Foxes are always the cunning one that deceive and do things. I think. Although there was that one story about that one fox that like helped the scorpion across the water. I think, was it the fox or was it the frog? I think it was the frog. No. Was it? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. There was one where it's just like a scorpion was asking for help across the water, and the animal was just like, "Hey, no, you're gonna poke me, and it's gonna hurt, and I'm gonna die." And they're like, "No, honest, I swear." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So they go across and everything, and then like halfway through, the scorpion does the pokey thing, and the creature that's helping the scorpion across is like, "What are you doing? We'll both die! Why'd you do that?" And the scorpion's just like, "It's in my nature. I can't help it. I must do the pokey thing because I am a scorpion that does the pokey thing." And it was just like, and then they both perished, and it's just like, oh no. You're trying to tell me that you cannot fight your nature. Ah! Okay. Hi, Cotton. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Fables have a moral lesson. Fairy tales don't necessarily have them. But I mean, fairy tales, aren't they the same thing? They do. They're like warnings and things like that. Like, oh, don't go into the forest. Don't talk to strangers and things like that. That's like what fairy tales originally were. They were supposed to like originally scare kids to not do things and to behave. That's what they originally were supposed to do. You know? Like, you think of fairy tales, you think of like Disney and like The Little Mermaid and things like that. But it's like, oh, it's like the Grimm Tales or something like that. Lol, said the scorpion. Lumba. Pretty much the scorpion's like, haha. They are normally warnings, mostly dark. But that's where the magic is, in the forest. In the forest. Oh my goodness. The terror. This is pretty. I like this. This is very pretty. So like, it's very, very interesting to see like the source materials on like some of the fairy tales, right? So like Frozen. Everybody loves Frozen, right? Everybody loves Frozen. Did you know in the original fairy tale that Frozen is based off of, the Ice Queen is actually evil? She's evil. Like evil. Like, I don't think there's saving her. Like, she's evil. Elsa was originally supposed to be evil, but they somehow made her good. I don't know the full story of it. I just know that she was originally supposed to be evil, and something about kidnapping like a little kid companion because she felt lonely. I don't remember. I'd have to look up on what the original was. Frozen is weird because like nothing happens in that movie. A lot of classic fairy tales are yikes. Little Mermaid is especially funky. You think so? I think... What do you mean by especially funky? Because like there are some things in like the original fairy tales that I don't remember being in the original fairy tales, and they seem super outlandish. So like the Little Mermaid, I remember it's like the mermaid was originally supposed to die after the 3 days because mermaids have no soul. They just turn into sea foam. When they hit the water, she was supposed to turn into sea foam and die, but her sisters went to the sea witch and bargained with her to make a deal, and they all cut off their luxurious hair in trades with the sea witch so that they could produce a knife for the mermaid. This is the version that I've heard. And they were just like, if you stab the prince and kill him and have his blood drip onto your legs or something like that, you will return back into a mermaid, and you can return into the sea with us and be with us forever. But the mermaid loved the prince so much that she couldn't, that she threw the knife into the water and just jumped right in. And instead of turning into sea foam, because she had developed so much love or whatnot, she had like a fraction of a soul. And so she didn't go to heaven, like she wasn't an angel. She was like a cherub. She was like a pseudo soul angel. And just needed to continue growing or developing or something like that. She became like a pseudo soul. She was learning to develop her own soul. And that's what I remember of the original Little Mermaid. Let's see. Narnia tells the Ice Queen story pretty well. Really? Oh! Oh, you know what? That does make sense, doesn't it? She does get attached to like the little boy there. In the Little Mermaid, that she cuts off her tongue? Nuh-uh. The original Little Mermaid, she dies. Yeah, she dies in the original one. The original for that one is she turns to foam it by the end. Yeah, she dies. But she's also offered thousands of years of servitude in return for a soul. Yeah. She turns to like a cherub. She turns into like a cherub or something. There's another holographic land! Oh, yo! Magic, you're spoiling me! That's not super bad. That's not super bad. In terms of like fairy tales, I don't think that's super bad. I think the worst ones that I've kind of heard, you only know mountains for lands. Oh, really? Only the mountains. We've got the swamp. GG nice. It's pretty. But I feel like I'd be ridiculous if I had all of my lands in my deck just be holographic. I'd feel so ridiculous. A little bit. Maybe a little ridiculous. Look, we've already got 2 swamps that are holographic. They're spoiling us. One of them is even like a full art, alternate art, holographic. You spoil us, Magic. Look at how much you spoil us. Mono red be like that. There's another story. I forgot what it was called. It was like Bluebeard or something. There's a Bluebeard one where it's like he gets married to someone and he's just like, hey, don't go into the East Wing, and she's just like, okay, but then she's curious and she does, and then she finds like all 7 of his like previous wives that he's murdered, and then he's just like, oh, well, now that you've seen that, I'm gonna have to kill you. And she's like, no, you don't have to. And he's like, well, yes, I am. And so she like goes to the roof and like screams and cries for help, and her brother hears her from far away or something and comes in and kills Bluebeard, and then like they go home together. That's another version. Spell stutters, common. There's like this Japanese, I don't know what you would call it. It's like this music EP album play question mark. I'm actually not sure what it is, what you call it, but I was really into it, and it's called like Marchen, and it's like a collection of musical songs based off of these fairy tales. And that's how I discovered the Bluebeard one, because there was a song on that, and it's very, very interesting. Like if you're very interested in things like that, they try their best to like cover like the original fairy tale, like how grim it was, and it was very interesting. Titanic growth. But I was really obsessed with Marchen for a little bit. I think there was another one, something about the pies. There was a woman that like baked pies. Pinocchio is pretty messed up, even the OG Disney version. Yes. Yes. How much did they clean it up? Ah! Pardon. Sleight of hand. Scream Puff. Okay, so that's our 4th common. We're now gonna go into uncommons, right? Monstrous Rage. Boundary Lands Ranger. This is gonna take me forever. Two-Headed Hunter. Intrepid Truffle Snout. Bless you. Thank you. Check out Tale Foundry. They talk about and tell a lot of stories like that. Oh, really? Tale Foundry. This is a podcast? Some people only play holo cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! But how long would it take them to find these holographic cards? And how expensive is that? That's bougie as heck. I wouldn't want to play with like my holographics. I'd be like too scared about damaging them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're missing one uncommon. And this is our rare. That one's our rare. Here it is. So we have full art uncommon. And our holographic common. Wait. I was gypped my second rare. What? No, it's okay. And this is... What is this? Minigame? There's a minigame? Three to 6 players. Huh. Interesting. Best castle? Okay. Sure. Monster Hunter? You guys are talking about Monster Hunter now? Let me put this over here. Worst one? Full rarity Weiss? Oh my god! It took me a second to think about that. Weiss would be so rare. Just play with everything signed. What if your whole deck was signed and 10k for some— No! We were just looking at some of the Weiss Schwartz cards, the Hololive Weiss Schwartz cards on eBay, for the Suisei, the signed Suisei card for a grade 9.5, okay? So it's not a grade 10. It's not a master— I don't know how— I don't know what the grading scale is. I mean, 10 is the best. It was a 9.5. It cost like $8,000 for that one card. YouTube channel, you were recently listening to them talk about the King in Yellow. Oh, okay, okay. It takes forever. Oh, you were distracted with Monster Hunter. I see, I see. Well, that makes sense. It just came out last week for mobile. Oh, a mobile Monster Hunter. It's like Pokemon Go, but Monster Hunter. You're capturing? Are you throwing balls at the monsters? You've seen people do full rarities. No, nuh-uh. All signed, etc. No, no, nuh-uh. And play them at a tourney. I mean, are they any good though? Are they any good? I mean, if they have them all signed, is it just for show, or are they actually like really good players and they've been playing for like really long time? Long standing and everything. Talking about waifus. Congrats on your VTuber project. Thank you, Cotton. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a lot of meetings this week. As you can imagine, I have a lot of meetings this week and trying to schedule more. On top of the already scheduled ones, I'm trying to schedule more meetings. There we go. Extreme mental damage to play against. Is it like explain? Give me the visualization, right? You're entering a tournament. What are the feelings that wash over you when you see your opponent playing full hollow, all sign deck? Like, what is the thoughts that wash over you? In a moment like that, you did DM your tweet to some of your other VTubers? Really? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of the support. I really do. I've been working so hard on like getting this all prepared and things like that. Spreading the awareness is like the best thing you guys can do. And I really appreciate it. I'm like overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with the reception. But it's still, I mean, it's not enough. And when I say it's not enough, I mean I need to do more. I mean, like, it's got good reception, but like, you guys don't have information. You guys don't have more information about it. I want to be able to tell you guys more about it. I'm waiting for that, like, to be able to like have the conversations with you guys about the game. That's what I'm looking forward to you about. I want to share that. Right now you're just going off of a, hi, this is a cool thing that's going on, and everybody's being excited about that. I want to be able to be like, hey, this is the thing that we're thinking about, and this and this and this, and get actual like conversations going about it. Common? I want to be able to bring people together. I think that's the one thing that I'm really excited about. I want to bring people together, and I want people to be introduced to like new VTubers that they might not have been introduced to before. But of course also be able to give people the experience of wanting to pull their Oshi, you know? So obviously it's gotta have some known VTubers, and then not so much. So it has to have like a healthy mix. I'm trying my best. Which way am I going? Why does this look like this? This looks like an old art. This looks like old art. This looks like an old card. What? Is this? I don't know what the rarity is. There's no rarity on this. There's no rarity on this. It's just old card. Layout. Old. Fake card? No, it's not a fake card. It's an official magic. I'm gonna double sleeve this just in case. There we go. I don't know what you are. It doesn't tell me what your rarity is. Let's see. So a person comes in with max rarity Idlemas or max rarity Love Live, and you kinda dies? Why do you die inside? Each signed card and alt art the man draws hurts. Then you get blinded by all the gold. All the gold foil? Do they have gold foil, like the markings? That combo might not happen for a long time, but happy to help. Cheeky mouse. Uncommon. Hello, Keyjoy! Welcome to your break! How are we going? Very slowly. Significantly slowly. At a snail's pace, because I'm super slow. Because I'm that slow. I'm super slow. I don't... I'm so confused. Is this a special card? I don't know if this is a special card anymore. I'm being given cards that confuse me. It's an uncommon though. So there's that. We have holographic. The pulls make no sense to me, Magic. We have uncommon foil. This is an uncommon, but I think it's a different kind of art. Then we have, this is my rare. This is my rare. Okay, now we have a mythic. Don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about the rare and the mythic. But Magic, help me! Oops. Let's see her. This is our rare, and then our mythic. Ariete of the Charmed Apple. And then we've got Archon of the Wild Rose was this one. This was Dragon Mantle. I know, I've been pretty terrible about saying which cards I want. Koalas are bad at living? Sleeving magic cards? Yeah! You came in earlier and you were just like, I thought this was gonna be Thursday. That's the Weiss Schwartz. We wanted the Weiss Schwartz for Thursday, right? That's why Magic today. This is the mythic, and then we have our other rare. This is the Throne of Eldraine. I hope I didn't, like, remember that incorrectly. That's how I remembered it as. We wanted Weiss Schwartz for Thursday. So that you could be there. Yeah. You came in, I'm just like, did I mistake? Were you wanting the magic one instead? Were you wanting to watch the magic? There you go. Greta! Gingerbread Hunter. Three bowls porridge. Okay. She's doing better than koalas. I think, according to you guys, anything does better than koalas. According to you guys, anything does better than koalas. Let's be real. Let's be real. I need to go faster, though. And then we've got our commons. Paired Spear Guard, the Rat Out, the Voracious Vermin. Oh no, there's so many rats in this. Somebody's gonna make a rat deck, and they have like, Someone told me of a story about a rat deck, and they all have like death touch, and then they all like spawn rat after rat after rat. Studying the rarities here too? I'm trying to, but I'm so confused. Maybe when you watch the VOD, you might be able to glean some better things than me. Like, I have no idea what this is, but it was at the beginning of the pack, which is where the rare and the mythic was. So this has to be something good, but it's like, it's a reprint of an old card. It's like a super old layout of a card. So I don't know what to categorize this in my line here. I don't know what to categorize it. It doesn't have a rarity. In Magic, so there's 2 slots for about rares. Give or take, 1 goes to Mythic. Then there's like, was it 4 commons? 5 uncommons. Give or take, interchange, 1 of them being holographic. And things like that. And it keeps changing. It's not consistent. Weiss Schwartz was super nice because it was like very static. It was very static and easy to see. This is just like, I can't understand. Just when you think you understand, the next pack is just like, hello! Like, so this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was my holographic. I had one holographic uncommon. My 2 rares. And then my 1 mythic. And then I have no idea what the frick this is. I'm gonna put them in the tokens. For now. Let's see here. VTuber card game. Are you excited? I'm so excited. Still panic. Oh, I'm also still in panic mode. I can be excitedly panicked all at the same time. I can be excited and panicked all at the same time. Let's be real. Let's be real here. In other news, you're hyped. You got another Kickstarter game in the mail? Hey! Arrived in. Waiting for you once you come home. Dice manipulation, cooperative puzzle game. 1 to 4 players. Oh, I see, I see. Magic runs its own vibe. It kinda does. Let's be real, it kinda does. I don't like that, like, the face up is the rare first, which means I have to go through this way, the back way, question mark? So this is our art card. And then, or maybe it's better this way. We get the rares out of the way first, and then we have the commons. Let's just do this. Shrouded Shepherd. We have a holographic version. This is uncommon. So here. And then we have a special art frame for uncommon, the Utopia Sprawl. Then we have Spiteful Hexmage. This is our rare. Then we have Woodland Acolyte. This is another uncommon. This is Royal Treatment, uncommon. So these 2 are special already. Then we have these 2. So then we have Sir Armont, the Redeemer, uncommon. Return Triumphant, our common. Charmed Clothier, common. Protective Parents, common. Fell Horseman, common. Savior of the Sleeping, common. And then our lovely land. So we were robbed of our second rare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have our 5. What did they give me extra? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They gave me an extra common that time. Magic! Magic! I had an extra common that time. I see you. Don't think I don't see you, Magic. I see you. Okay. These ones. See? It's a very interesting study process, though. I will say that. I'm trying to be super careful with like all of these cards because I can't stop thinking about like that one Suisei card. Literally 9.5. It had just the minute tiniest of scuffs. Minute tiniest of scuffs. Docked it down to like a 9.5. You were very surprised that your friend predicted the same kind of game mechanics that you were thinking about? It was mostly the game designers. So I have, as I mentioned before, I have like the original pitch that I had mocked up to pitch out to like game designers and potential license and things like that. And it's changed since then, obviously, after having proper game designers signed on for the project. But it's still the same premise. It's still the same premise. And I'm very excited. Maybe one of these streams I will have one of the game designers on with me so that we could totally talk about Q&A for the game. That would be really fun. They're very nice. They're very nice, very pleasant, very enjoyable. There's even technically already a TTS. There's already a TTS available. Just for pitch purposes. Like, it's just a quick demo. Just for pitch purposes. So it's not like actually like, oh, we have like all the cards ready and things like that. It's mostly just for pitch purposes. But there is a TTS available to check out. But mostly just for pitching. Mostly just for pitching. Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Definitely more interested in what you had in mind now. I can share what I had originally, but what they have is also very, very nice. You're guessing there is a lot of decisions with the VTuber TCG involving various ownership rights of respective content to figure out. Yes! That's one of the reasons why it's taken so long to have, like, to talk about anything, because we want to make sure that everything is pretty good and situated. So, like, I'm not talking about too much, but that's also one of the reasons why I've been, like, super stressing as well. I've been super duper stressing, because I know, right? This is something that's been on everybody's mind. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like a race to be first, but we want to make sure that we do everything right. We want to make sure that we do everything right. So it's just like we haven't been super duper open about it, but we know that it's something that has been on a lot of people's minds. We're hoping, yeah. Let's see. Something like Cthulhu, you don't have to do anything because it's public domain. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. We want to make sure that it's something that's fair and that everybody. It gets really complicated. It gets really complicated, right? And we tried to think of like different other things. I'm like trying not to disclose a lot of things. I'm pretty sure I'm still under certain tapes. We tried really hard to make things simple. But then it gets really complicated because the more we try to make it simple, the more we felt, or at least I felt like was compromising the integrity of the trading card game. And like to explain that I'd have to like explain more, but like, you know, we were trying to make things simple. For everybody participating, but it's one of those things where it's just like, it's not simple. It's not simple. Because like we've been tried asking around at peers and things like that, and it's like it's not very common to have so many mixed, right? Mix. It's not something that's common. Oh, this is a rare demonic bargain. So we have demonic bargain. We have holographic. Wait, let me sleeve these as we go. Because it's so hard for me to pick these up. Where am I? Agreed, Abby? Yeah. Very understandable. Speaking of, is there a selection process for VTubers to get into the game? I mean, a criteria. So I haven't released anything yet, and it's something that I have to run by Eric But I think, for me at least, I would kind of want to look, because obviously, as you can imagine, development time takes a fairly long time. It takes about, we were guesstimating, especially even now, it takes like 1 to 2 years. It's a long-term project sort of thing. So obviously, we know that the VTuber climate can change quite drastically and quite easily, if that makes any sense. Especially, I think we're coming up to October, November, and I don't know if you remember the VTuber climate the last 3 years, but like October, November is when a lot of content creators tend to experience burnout, and a lot of graduations occur. And even then, even without the burnout season, even without burnout season, there's a lot of graduations that happen. So I think, for me, if I had to have some sort of stipulation, I would like to see content creators that have been doing content for at least 2 years. That way we know that like they've nurtured a community and like they're in it for the long haul, and they'll still be around even after the development of the card game. Does that make sense? I mean, I want to involve like everybody, like big and small, but we also, it would be kind of difficult if we were collaborating with someone and then they graduate like a month after its release, right? So we want people, we would want VTubers that definitely are in it for the long haul. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah. This one is Intangible Virtue, Uncommon. Alternate art. Let's see here. But, like I said, that's just my personal thought on it. I still need to get clearance and like what I think would be a criteria might be different than what Eric thinks. So that's something that we might have to discuss. But like I mentioned before, he is going to trust me on what I think. Lord Skitter's blessing. Still no mirror yet. Still no mirror yet. Getting everyone on board without any party feeling like they're not getting a fair share. Yeah. 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 You asked a few VTubers if they'd be interested, and some are, but you imagine not just any random VTuber can get in. Yeah. I was working on, after yesterday, after the feedback, I realized that I can't just, because obviously I have the product deck, the pitch deck available, and eventually I was gonna like share that openly, and after yesterday I realized I can't just have it open like that, and because originally I was just gonna have them contact my handler. I was originally just gonna have everybody contact my handler, but after yesterday, I realized I probably shouldn't do that, because my handler also does like a lot of other stuff. And I'm pretty sure flooding their emails with everybody interested in participating would be quite stressful. So last night I was working on like an application form, so that way it's a little bit more organized. And that will help us get a better idea of what we're looking at in terms of like selection process and whatnot. So I was working on that last night. That also will need to get reviewed and approved before I can release that. But I think that might be the route that ends up happening after after yesterday's reception a little bit. Let me see here. You have nail? How hard is it to pick it up? It's not super hard. The only reason why I'm being like super careful is because I also don't want to scratch the cards. I feel like it's easier to pick up the cards since I have nails because I can just like lift it up. But I also know nails are very detrimental and can damage things, so I have to also be very precarious about it. So that's why it looks like I'm struggling, but it's more so me not wanting to damage the card than anything. I could totally be like succumb to the cold. This is succumb to the cold. How many uncommons have I been given? Hello? This one is an alternate art, so that's a special. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. Okay. So this is the breakdown. So we have the two rares, 1 alternate art, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 uncommons, and then the rest should be our commons. Oh, and then we have the 1 holographic common. So that's a holographic common. So then we have 1, 2, 3, and then a holographic mountain! Okay. I still don't understand. I still don't understand the breakdown. Want to get at least somewhat established VTubers. You know a few fantastic VTubers who's only been around for a year, at least 4 of them? You like them a lot too. But even then, it's only been a year for them. Yeah. This is a difficult thing. I was trying to figure out like what's a good time frame. Whether it was like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or things like that. Because there's a lot of VTubers that I like that I follow too. And then there's so many VTubers that like I used to watch, but they're gone. They're not there anymore. And it's so sad. It's devastating. It's devastating when your Oshi graduates, right? It's very devastating when your Oshi graduates. So I kind of want to like minimize that. Like it's devastating, you know? At the same time though, content creation is very hard. It is very, very hard. I understand that. And it's very, very tiring. And then life gets in the way and things like that. So it's like, I understand that. But also at the same time, like, we want to make sure that, like, you're there for the long haul. You're in it for the long haul. Because obviously, you know, we would want you to return. We would want you to definitely like come back and like make more expansions and things like that. Constantly keep growing, keep expanding like your sets and things like that. Cause it's not gonna be just like 1 card per VTuber sort of thing. We do want to make like sets for every VTuber sort of like you could, as if you could make your own deck for every VTuber. So like, obviously, we want to have a lot of content. You can build your own deck. You can have an Akiko deck. Something like that, you know? Let's see here. You should let them do that. This project does Do which one? Sorry, I read this very late. The application form that I've been making, or sending the floodgates of emails to my handlers. After last night's feedback, yeah, best to keep it slow. Hype is great, but don't want to overdo it. I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was too wired till 3 o'clock in the morning last night. How you drink water? Have I drunk water today? I think I have a small cup somewhere. I have not, technically. To be frank, Akiko, you are only 1 year old as well. Well, then that means I don't get to be in my own card game. That means I don't get to be in my own card game. VTubers, you know, been around for 2 years. Is 2 years too long? Should it be reduced down to 1 year? I can't be a You don't know? You were my first VTuber, so you don't know that pain yet. Burnout's a real thing. I don't get burnout from the streaming in particular. It's more so the social media that I get burnout from, because I don't understand I don't understand the great powers that be. I also don't like bothering people, right? I feel like me posting on social media is like spam. Like, I don't want to spam other people. So, like, I don't post a lot. You guys will notice. I don't really post a lot because I don't want to spam people with, like, useless things. You feel like the toughest thing on VTubers in a game is art. Absolutely. Art rights. Yes. Like, depending on who made the model or the like, there might be weirder contracts to negotiate. Technically yes and no. Because when you get a VTuber model, you're paying for the commercial rights to make money off of it with the artist. Unless they somehow didn't get that right. That's something that is very important, especially for VTubers, because that's actually something that Project Melody had a complication with, because she had someone that modeled her character and was just like, well, I didn't give you commercial rights for it, so she had to get a brand new model made for her because they were trying to claim the rights to her identity, to herself. So that's something that we're hoping that all VTubers know that now. Let's see. You have to head back? You don't want to get caught and... Yeah. Have a good day at work. Have a good day at work, Hijar. I'm super curious how the game mechanics will work, but like, the behind the scenes in terms of board games is fascinating to you too, to be honest. I want to talk about it as much as I can. I'm just waiting for like a couple of paperwork. Like I mentioned, it's like I'm a broken record. I'm waiting for some paperwork to finish up before I can. Let's see here. Definitely have an art streamer deck. There's a form. Drink water? I will. I promise I will. There's a form. I mean, I made it. I just made it last night. I was working on it last night, and I'm gonna review it again, I think, after stream, to see if there's anything else that needs to be, like, I'm gonna review it multiple times throughout the week. It's not gonna go live right now. It's probably gonna go live after the paperwork. After the paperwork clears, it'll probably go live. So I'll keep reviewing it, because I'm trying to think about, like, what metrics or stats, or not necessarily stats, but like what information that can be gathered to help out and things like that, because there's like certain things that could help right out the gates, like for instance, what type of streamer are you, right? Without saying too much, what type of streamer are you is something that is very useful information for us. Stop getting me to talk. Where am I? Where am I reading right now? You should post more? I know, I keep saying that I should. It's fine, you're doing the reshop at the moment, so you can still kind of sort of lurk. Question though, question? Unrelated. Have your dice shipped out yet? No! I actually got an email from Throne saying that there was an issue. They can't fulfill the order because I guess they're out of stock. So they just gave me the credit instead, and I can use it. Yeah, I can use it towards something else. So I have credit. I didn't ship out. I was sad. I really liked it. It's okay. I can. I still appreciate it. It's the thought that counts. They canceled on me. So magic, I know, magic, right? Look, I barely scratched the surface. You see how much cards are still in here? I barely scratched the surface. I need to finish unpacking these cards before I can start working on things for the funny little project that's coming up. Akiko needs like a social media manager. You mean me? Just the whole anime entourage of staff to do all the things? You mean me? Same here, that's why you got one of your liquid cord dice from after all. Oh, that's the same. Well, it's yours. It's your anniversary money. Buy yourself something nice with it. You don't mind? Thank you. And thank you again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I can't believe it. It's been a whole year. It's been a whole year. Okay. 47? We're at the 47 mark? I still have the weekly meeting that I have to go to, and I'm pretty sure this is something that's gonna friggin' be a huge topic. There's gonna be a huge topic at the weekly meeting. For anybody that doesn't know, Tuesdays are usually my weekly meetings. So I can't be late. So we've got, what's this? Empyrean Eagle, Hollow Scavenger, Common, and it's holographic. So this is our common holographic. We've got our rare, ley line. It's the ley line. What is it? Rare. I'm assuming this is the alternate art. Because it just looks like that, listen. Heartflame Duelist, rare, uncommon Picklock Prankster. Embers, Veteran, uncommon. Imodane's Recruiter, uncommon. Gallant Pie Wielder, uncommon. Monstrosity, common. Candy Grapple, common. Hamlet Glutton, common. And what is this? Obra's Attendance, common. Okay. Let's see. We just get you a bunch of interns to do the things for you? Interns! There's a lot of legalities for interns. They have to do... You can't just get interns to do menial grunt work. Listen, despite what you watch in TV shows and things like that, you actually have to educate them, and you have to actually provide them an experience that they can learn from. Not unless they don't know how to make coffee. I don't know how to make coffee. Then it would be a learning experience for both of us. Work? The work? But that's what they're there for, work? They're there for the experience, to learn to learn from the industry. Making the coffee is not the experience, unless they're becoming a barista. Listen. You gotta give them a valid experience. Legal paperwork. So rude and unfair. What do you mean? Internships are very important. They give foundations to what to expect in the industry. You may just be silly or stupid, but what's an extern? Intern! You heard that term yesterday for the first time. So intern is basically like a fresh student that has no experience in the industry, but they are accepted to work at an establishment or a company under particular terms. So there's paid internships, and there's also unpaid internships. Which unpaid internships is like you're basically volunteering to work for free for the experience so that you could learn from the industry. That one has a lot of like questionable things, because obviously if you're volunteering your time and your effort, you want to be able to gain, like, you still, even if you're not being paid, you need to be paid in experience, okay? You need to be paid in experience. There has to be like an equivalent exchange worth their time, something worth their time. But that's essentially what an intern is. So it's like an unofficial employee of the company. Usually there's different conditions, right? There's like paid internships where they're paid like the same as everybody else, but they're on some sort of contract. Like they'll revisit them in like a month or two and see if they want to keep them in the company, right? So it's also like an entryway. It'd be like, well, we'll see how you work, what your work ethics are, and we'll see if we want you to be like a full-time employee or something like that. And then there's also Wah! Was it hua 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 hua? Welcome into the cafe. I hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah. What was I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right, we had a holographic. My brain is like losing track of what I'm sleeving. There's too many cards to sleeve. I'm not gonna get it all done. I literally have like 8 minutes. The panic is real. The panic is real. What do we got? Let me see. Extern? I've never... What do you... In terms of business? Like extern? I don't know what an extern is. Let me see here. We use them like Warcraft grunts. They collect the materials. No! Unless you're just being naive and they made that word up. I've never heard of it, but at the same time, I don't know. It might be a thing. You've thought of doing interning in board games, to be honest. You used to do some work in the industry, but it's long enough ago that you don't think your resume would get you hired now. How long ago? But also at the same time, like, you can also make things... Well... I mean, wait, what kind of work? Like game design stuff? Because you could try to like... usually what happens with Eric is that he actually gets game designers that like pitch things to him, like games. Fleshed out games and things and concepts and whatnot. And usually that's like he'll like determine whether or not it's something that Japanime games would want to publish. Do you mean like as a game designer or like something else? Like graphic design or project manager, things like that? Those are all different. Journalism stuff is neat, but you'd be way more fun doing work in games again. Unpaid should be illegal. Yeah. I mean, there's a really thin line. There's a really thin line with it. And there's a lot of like legalities and like stipulations and rules, and some companies don't follow them, in which case you need to report them. But also at the same time, it's kind of like the company has to invest in the training. It's kind of like extensive training. Akipanic. We're talking about internships and how unpaid should be illegal. You think externs are a thing? Are they? You saw a meme. Intern required as personal assistant. Then underneath, fight against slavery is a charity based in London? You used to edit board game rulebooks and some other things, but you've done some minor bits of graphic design. 100% have managed a lot of big projects and even websites over the years. Bless you. Thank you. Give me a second. I will switch right over really quick. Goodness, look at how much is still left. I'm gonna be unsleeving for days. We'll still do white shorts on Thursday though. We'll still definitely do white shorts on Thursday, but this might end up being carried over, which sucks because I do want to start working on. Well, we'll see. Actually, this might be a good thing because, like I mentioned before, I have to wait for the paperwork to be cleared. So if the paperwork's not cleared by this week, look, we've got more magic to to unpack and sleeve. So if it's not cleared by then yeah. If it's cleared by then I might just open these on my own time. But if it's not cleared by then, we got magic. We got magic. Hi. Sorry, when I switch from the table to screen, I have to like move and I have to move everything. I should have the pause screen a lot longer while I'm doing that transition. Let me see here. You could probably design a game, but that is likely very outside what you could be hired to do. Not that you haven't floated around ideas for games over the years. Ah, I see. Graphics. I mean... I know we already have somebody that handles a lot of the proofreading and the rulebooks at the company. We only have the one person, and then we also have the translators and things like that. I know we just recently hired on a new employee. We added Ryan, who's handling a lot of the social media and things like that. We've been floating around with that. I need to update the employee board back there. Yeah, everybody's pictures is back there. That means I need to add Ryan back there. Let me see her. Am I cold? I am starting to. I can turn off my AC though. Let me see here. I can turn off my AC. I'll probably do that after stream. It gets really hot. Is the cafe cold? I was mostly just sleepy. I was mostly just sleepy. This wants me to log in. I don't want to log in. I couldn't sleep last night. Go, Ryan, go. Absolutely. Go, Ryan, go. Go, Ryan, go. Tell them congrats for me for getting the job. He's been here for a couple weeks now. He's been here for a while. But yeah. He's been doing pretty good. Going into the freezer? Okay. Next. Oh god, I'm late. Where does the time go? I try to end soon and then it doesn't happen. It never happens. Let me see. So Thursday we'll be opening Y Shorts. Yeah, Thursday we'll be opening Y Shorts, and then I think I have a little bit of a break period, which will help me catch up on some work stuff. And then the beginning of the month, there'll probably definitely be more news about the VTuber trading card game project. Most likely by then, there'll definitely be more news about that. Oh my goodness, somebody's playing Liza P. Let's go bait them. Time flies when you're having fun? Absolutely. You don't think we talked about food? Actually, we kind of did, I think. Did we? No. Yes, we talked about putting Echoist in a bowl of soup. That's the extent of our food talk. I don't think we did, but you came an hour late. No, it's fine. Though on the VTuber TCG, you do know another TCG that did this thing with art from various characters and made stuff work. If you ever want to talk shop on it, it's a little outside what can be talked about on Twitch. Yeah, of course. Definitely, I'll be more active in the Discord as there's more activity and questions about this that go on. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. I will see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye!